We are now live.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, you guys. This is our Morris Brown episode with some cheer chat. Okay, Morris Brown, if you guys don't know, is a song by Outkast. I almost forgot about it. Did you?
I didn't know it was by Outkast, actually. I didn't know it had the name. So I was like, we didn't interview Morris Brown, so I'm a little confused.
But so Andrea, I think that's how you pronounce it, not Andrea, helped us find our HBCU dancer, and we are so pumped for her. Thank you so much. We interviewed Deanna Hazeley, and she danced for Howard University as an Ooh La La girl. And as we were talking, she said that her song was Morris Brown, and it's got the whole band, and it was a really weird behind video. But I thought it was, Outkast is so creative, but it had that kind of crazy video where people's faces were in flowers. Look it up. Instagram's been like blocking our videos, which has been totally pissing me off, but you'll look back at it and you'll remember that cute song. And so that's the name of today's episode. So excited to drop this today. I cannot wait.
We'll have to explain like what Morris Brown is, right? We have a plan for that.
Sort of. I mean, it was a school. It was an HBCU.
Right.
And is no longer around, but
got it.
In Atlanta. That's all I actually kind of know. So don't quote me. Anybody else know it better, then let us know. But so that's the name of the episode. Super excited.
I'm super excited. It was so fun.
Yes.
I can't wait for it to go live for you guys. It's a great episode.
Yeah.
And then what did we do this weekend, Makiva?
Man,
have you recovered yet? I'm still a little sore, to be honest.
Well, that on top of sleeping like a old person and waking up with a completely sore shoulder and neck. From, you know, if you sleep wrong on a pillow and you just wake up and you're all like this all day, that was me. Like this hurt.
Oh, no.
But we did work our bodies out. We danced with about over 40 young ladies in Yakima, Washington. It's like our new second home. Pretty much.
We're famous in Yakima, right? No, I'm kidding.
Yakima,
we were joking about that. But
Oh.
there's so many amazing people in Yakima. Like Mickey from She's Got the Look episode is in there.
Yeah.
Who else?
Well, Olivia, she's also a phenomenal makeup artist with MAC. And they're just so good to us, so welcoming. And, you know, we came out to do a dance clinic with this fusion dance team that's based there. And these girls were focused. They were trying their darndest to learn all this stuff and, you know, spent their Saturday afternoon with us. We took some pictures. They're up on our Instagram. What a wonderful way. We had like bonding time to even start talking about bullying and self-esteem. And the little girls were quite interesting. There were a lot of like, so my mom, you know, some cute random stories, but they were opening up. It was really actually kind of beautiful. So we just wanted them to hear from us that they're beautiful and wonderful, each and every single one of them, and just to kind of open them up before they started dancing.
Yeah, it was really fun to talk to them. I didn't think I would have much to say, but then once we started going and just their questions and stuff, they were so sweet. And it's sad that bullying's an issue, you know, but it's kind of like our Mean Girl episode. It starts pretty young.
Yeah, I didn't know you were bullied for your red hair.
I was made fun of my red hair for a long time.
Mine was my nose and my name, Medorca, Medusa, la.
Kids are so mean sometimes.
Shits. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, they were little shits back then. But it's okay. I mean, you know, we just were trying to help them understand that at the end of the day, you know, who is so-and-so with their little...
They don't matter.
They don't matter. Like, you're going to forget their name, probably. Don't let it scar you for life. I mean, ideally, you won't. So, what matters is your opinion of yourself. That's what I tried to... Hopefully didn't go over their heads too much, but it's like, I don't know.
There was a lot of like...
Huh?
Yeah.
I was like, close your eyes
Blank
and imagine,
stares.
you know, the 3 things that you like about yourself. Something that you can go back to and be like, you know what? Fuck with, ooh. Okay, you guys, here we go. Let me just, I have been trying. I don't even know why, but I've been trying to like, you know, channel my cursing for the moments that it really matters. And I feel like I'm wearing a straitjacket. So I'm just saying that in the moment, they're going to start slipping out again, okay? I mean, I feel like I behaved myself for a very long time.
It's fine. We're all adults here. We're not at that class. You didn't cuss at the class. That's all that matters, right?
Like, sure? I didn't?
I didn't hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then there we go. So if it slips, you know, some of the guests that we've had on the show, I've been wanting to just be on my best behavior for. I'm over it. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, moving on. What else do we have going on? What month is it? It's October.
I can't believe that. I swear, like, what happened to summer? What happened to September? But it's already October,
Cold.
and the NFL does an amazing thing where they basically recognize, cancer awareness. It used to be just breast cancer, so it was like our favorite games where we wore the pink and, had breast cancer survivors come out. But they've expanded since, so it's Cancer Awareness Month. And so they recognize and, bring awareness for many different types of cancer, which each have like a color assigned. Yeah. So there's a lot of rainbows happening in October now.
I forget which team it was. They danced with gold palms to recognize, I should probably have written this down. I don't know if it was children's cancer or childhood cancer. The point is, it's going to be a very colorful month. And we do love when the girls wear pink. So, oh my gosh, did you get to see it? So
I did see that.
Seahawks Dancers director, Courtney, on her Instagram story, she was posting like teasers of this wonderfully beautiful, oh, look at the rainbow hearts.
I love it.
Here.
Thanks for the love. Someone says just for you. It's a little too far today for me to see who's sending that.
And I'm
but I love it.
Glasses. But on Courtney's Instagram account, she basically was giving a sneak peek of a wonderfully beautiful photo shoot with the girls in these colorful, long, flowy skirts, and it just looks so pretty. I'm excited to see that photo gallery, but I like this time of year for
it's nice.
For that reason. It's a beautiful, inspirational halftime performance that usually the teams put on, so it's exciting and inspirational to honor people who are fighting that good fight and hopefully kicking cancers. But
I hate that I'm smiling, but I'm thinking about when we would bust out our pink stuff. It's kind of a once a year type of thing, and sometimes we'd be issued moldy boots. Did you ever get a moldy pair of boots? So we'd get the special pink ones for the breast cancer awareness game.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, Sherry, I have some moldy boots, and like we'd have to scramble and try to find another pair. But
well, those boots were okay. So we did have like the white boots that had the pointed heel, and there were the pink boots. They were cute. They're hot pink, but they had like such a rounded toe that they just look very clownish, like in a thick heel. So
that's what we used to dance in, though.
It is.
Our first or second years, and then they went more pointy, more room.
Because basically, when it rains here in Seattle and people don't air out their boots, they just throw them in the box, and then you get some hot mess with just black moldy spots everywhere.
So that was fun, but it was always a really emotional game too. I think after the anthem or during the anthem, I'd always get emotional, and then halftime was always so empowering and just amazing to witness.
I'm such a wuss. I would cry.
Yeah.
I can't even listen to Katy Perry's Roar without like tearing up. And I'm dead serious. Like if you play it now, anyway,
someone play it. No, I'm kidding.
I won't sing, but it still touches me to this day. It just reminds me of that moment, and I think it was used for something else on Good Morning America, but it definitely has that like fighter, Eye of the Tiger, going through stuff and overcoming it vibe. So
right, we'd have the high schoolers. Some high school teams come and help us, make the ribbon.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a few other things. Oh, and then we started doing like the boxing gloves, pink boxing gloves. So that was very interesting to put together, kind of last minute sometimes.
I know. Actually, I'm curious to see if they're going to do something like that again, because we had the pink boxing gloves, and that was fun. Yeah, it made it different.
Totally.
So we'll look to see everybody's posts about what they're doing to honor cancer awareness for the month of October. But it's also like NBA preseason games, so it's pretty exciting. We're trying to plot on which game we can go to, but we'll have to see.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to like jump ahead, but I do see a question that I actually can read. Lindsay's asking, what is tomorrow's episode? So we did kind of open it up, but we interview Deanna, who was she was at Howard, which you showed me when we went to DC.
Yes,
Howard University. She was an ooh la la girl, so
you'll learn all about it during the episode, but it's for their band. It's kind of, I think it's called like, oh my god, the entertainment. The band, okay?
The
band at Howard University, they play a bunch of like current and old school stuff. Their band is phenomenal. I want to say it's like the Showtime band or whatever the heck. But the Ooh La La girls are the ones that I know because they are the dancers that dance for the band in the bleachers at the games, and they travel with them for all the away games, and they have like a battle of the bands where they perform and compete against the other school.
Right.
And it's really, really cool. And they are just so phenomenal. We've been like sharing clips of different HBCU dancers in our story because just to get you guys prepped for it. But that's the episode. Deanna is now one of the coaches for the Cincinnati Bengals. and she gave us her time last week, and it was just so awesome to hear from her and to hear about her tenure with the Cincinnati Bengals for so many years, and then to go on to a coaching role. So excited to share that with you.
Yeah, super cool. She has some crazy stories from like tour, and like we had a great time with her.
My gosh.
Like she was so awesome.
I think
can't wait for you guys to hear.
Yeah, I think she had like memories for days.
Yeah.
And we probably could have gone on and on. And then she shared pictures with us. Yeah. You guys are in for a treat. But yeah, so I was just saying preseason games, but it's just like all kinds of stuff going on. The NFL's in the UK for 2 weeks in a row with these games in London.
Looks so much fun. And Danielle, who is our girl, like
I know, with the Raiders.
With the Raiders. Hi Danielle, I don't know if you're watching. I can't see, it's too far today, but
yes.
Yeah, so we're gonna go watch her cheer at the game in November. We're so excited to travel back to the Bay Area. It's so fun.
I know. If we'd planned it better, we would have gone to the Warriors game that is just like the day before we arrived, but that's okay.
Next time.
We'll go back. But super excited to see her perform. The Raiders are so cute. I mean, not the team. The Raiderettes are super cute. Just all of the fun things that they did in the pictures and all the sightseeing that they're doing. And they won that game. That was pretty awesome. My dad is a huge Raiders fan, and so I know he was very happy.
I think we are too. Not to speak for you, but we were telling all the kids, and they were like so upset. They're like, how can you be a Raiders fan and a Seahawks fan? Like, you're like ruining your team favorite or something like that. And it was just so funny. No, we're fans of all the teams. Like,
especially the team's cheerleaders. You can always be a fan of the cheerleaders,
totally.
Period. But yes, this time I'm going to actually buy something to wear.
Yeah. That's a Raiders. No, I'm all blacked out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
All right.
And hi, Shelly. She says hi, beautiful ladies.
How are you? So I've just been excited. This is all of our Instagram stalking, but the preseason NBA games and the performances that are dropping from all the dance conventions and who they're tagging in terms of the choreography. I think it's just really exciting. And I have this thing where okay, here's a curse word, guys. No, I'm kidding. But people just dance full the fuck out, and it's just like they're killing it. Anyway, I can bleep it out, but I just want to repost the performances that really just give me those goosebumps because they're just going hard in the paint. Like the Brooklyn Nets come to mind, definitely Portland Trailblazer dancers come to mind, but I think it's going to be fun. The Miami Heat dancers come, so
pull the F out Friday or something. And just send us your recommendations or whatever we think we like.
I know.
We tried that with Wonder Woman Wednesday, and it kind of didn't pop off.
I know, guys. No, I'm kidding. Maybe we can bring it back, though. But let's just talk about it, because maybe they'll, catch on. But we had a Wonder Woman Wednesday, which was a way to get to know the people on the teams a little bit better, people that stand out that maybe don't get as much recognition. Maybe they're not a squad leader, but they do some really amazing, community service on the side, or I don't know, they are a foster mother to 6 kids or something. I don't know, something special, unique. We were finding them ourselves, and it was really fun, but also like a needle in a haystack, because sometimes the bios would tell you 5 things about somebody and favorite movie, hobbies, and not a lot. So if you guys would like to start sending us recommendations of people who you look up to on your team, we would love to shout them out. That's what Wonder Woman Wednesday was about.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to bring it back, but it was getting hard.
I know every Tuesday night we were stressing out, and I was like, I found her, and I found this person, trying to stack them up.
Yeah, and then with auditions happening, it was just game over.
And it's kind of hard because so many people we know is so amazing that it was it was hard to pick one person. But I think if we were to choose a team or a performance that really just kills it and embodies full the F out, then let's post it.
I think that's what we'll do.
That'd be fun.
Okay, what else do we got? Oh, so everybody was really, really vocal about wanting to do this mental and emotional wellness health episode, and we were very passionate about it. I mean, I think we had our Mean Girls episode, but one of our listeners in Ireland, right, Cormac, hello, he sent us a podcast episode of someone that interviewed a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader that she was really close to. She has a different podcast. It's just, I forgot the name of it, but this particular dancer was just sharing the impacts that the show of taking DCC, making the team, and being on the squad for a couple of years had on her. And it was a very intimate account of how she handled all that pressure and stress, and just, the reality is that it's a struggle sometimes, and we wanted to handle it in a way that was responsible. It's hard to find like a therapist that would be able to share anything helpful because they have rules obviously around like, you know, the regulation of their practice. They can't just spew off a bunch of advice, but we're not going to try to sub as therapists, right, Brittany?
No, definitely not. Because yeah, exactly. Like just with fitness or health or whatever, one size doesn't fit all. Same with mental wellness and health. You can't just have somebody on here and say that this is X, Y, and Z for every person.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna, what are we gonna do? We're basically just gonna talk
We're
about
gonna
it.
just talk about it. I think because, you know, nobody understands our world like we do, and we can at least relate to what you're going through and just talk through it, right? I mean, the same thing you do with your girls. You have a really crappy night at practice, or, you know, you feel like you suck at everything because you're stretched so thin and you're trying to process those feelings that come up when you're getting critiqued and you feel like you're, you know, inadequate. We just, you know, we all build each other back up and talk through it. And so if you guys have any specific things that you want us to talk about, please continue to write into us. I mean, we have a few that have written in already, and we definitely would like to touch on all things. And obviously we're not completely knowledgeable in every, you know, mental and emotional stress or disorder or anything like that, but we're here for you. We figured we'd open the floor for it, and we have a special guest who's going to join us for that episode that I also am just like so excited for. I cannot even, but I think we can definitely at least open the door to talking about it. So look for that.
Yeah, for sure. Because we did have the thing called CGA. SGA, which stood for Seagal Anxiety. So it was a real thing for our team.
Yeah.
And we would kind of be like, oh my gosh, guys, I'm having SGA right now. Like, help me out. And we would kind of band together and like whatever you needed, we would help out with. So I think we could just kind of touch on things like that. And like you were saying, just share your stories and we can keep them anonymous. But just letting people know, I think there's power in numbers that you're not alone
you're not
in a lot
alone
of things.
On any level whatsoever. And I just think that, you know, we're part of an industry where you are incredibly critiqued and picked apart. And, oh, you know, on that note, I'm just going to say it, just based on our weekend in Yakima, I think what I was realizing is just that with a lot of these youth programs, there's a lot of emphasis with, you know, from the coaches on perfection or really pushing these kids and picking them apart in the process with the aim, I think, of helping, but it's really, really like not, you know, like when you're learning something and you're trying something for the first time, you're putting yourself out there and somebody's constantly trying to fix you before you can even learn it. It is so damaging to their confidence and their self-esteem in terms of like getting through just that practice of figuring something out. I mean, thankfully we did have that space when we were on Seagulls. I mean, sometimes it would be a little bit of picking to make sure that like if you're way the heck off, but when you're learning for a night and maybe you're just having a really crappy day, you know, it was great to not have somebody just breathing down your throat, like, fix it, when you're trying to fix yourself, but sometimes your mind is just in a scramble. And I just think it's important for people who are coaches out there, and there's so many young girls that are looking up to us to do what we do, and it just kind of broke my heart a little bit, because that can really break someone's spirit. And it's stuff like that, I think, that comes up in hopefully that episode about how you kind of like work through that when somebody's just constantly like picking at you and stuff, and you can't really tell them to fuck off, you know.
I'm just kidding. Well, I think we wanted them to have fun, and that definitely, when they were taking it really serious, and I think they wanted them to perform and do really well for us,
right?
Because they were really excited to have us. But exactly, we were like, this is just for fun. Let's just try this,
No
and
pressure.
we were never putting pressure on them, because exactly, we weren't classically trained dancers, so there's definitely areas in practice or what have you where we're struggling. And if I was like called out on that constantly, I would probably not re-audition for it next year, because we need time. I need to sleep on it. I need to like make my notes, whatever. So definitely a lot of things around like mental health and just not the way you think about yourself. And don't stress. It's supposed to be really fun.
Yes.
So to hear that some people like didn't return because of the mind games it played on them was really upsetting from that question we put out there. So,
and that's what we hope we can talk through to like just reach that one person, whether it's mind games from the auditions process or mind games from your rookie year or mind games of just understanding teammates, like now that you're on the team, like what it's all about. You definitely don't want to let anything get in the way of you doing what you want to do. So we're going to figure out how to talk through it. So
I'm excited.
Me too. That'll be a good one. And last but not least, okay, I'm getting more and more excited by the week, but you guys, we are coming in on our 1-year anniversary. My friend called it a cheerversary. Hey, Danielle. But
I love that.
Yeah, because everybody's been cheering for X number of years, and it's your 10th cheerversary, whatever the hell anniversary. But we decided that we are gonna actually have a party. So a listening party, a live. You see how well we're doing with this live business, but we're having a live podcast taping, and we have this wonderful space that we're in now, and we're going to invite, Seagull alumni, everybody to join us live for that taping. It'll happen on November 2nd. We'll provide more details later, but it'll be a chance for us to celebrate the success of making it for a year, you guys hanging with us for a year and listening. If we can keep up those downloads, you guys, we will be on track to hit 20,000 downloads by the end of October. So we thank you no, I'm kidding. So much for listening and supporting this podcast and helping it grow. And so we just want to celebrate with you guys. And you can ask us any questions that you want, and we'll answer them live on that show. Get all up in our business.
No, I think it'll be fun.
Oh yeah, we're gonna sip some champagne or something. So ask away. You can ask whatever you want. But that's coming up in just a few weeks, which is crazy. But
it is crazy.
Halloween marks our 1-year cheerversary, so please celebrate with us. Tune in. It's on a Saturday. No games. We're shooting for like brunch time frame, so early afternoon.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yes.
And you never know. We're doing these live things now, and I appreciate everybody that's showing up, but maybe we'll dress up for like a Halloween one or something.
Ooh.
Just like we're trying to do more things, so come join us as much as you can.
Oh, yeah.
We really appreciate seeing your names pop up there, and like all the cute little notes like from Lindsay and Shelly. We just like appreciate you guys so much. So it's a celebration for all of us, and just your support. It's crazy. I kind of like can't believe it.
Me neither. It's really nuts. And you guys have to see my Halloween costume that I'm going to make sure I
So you got to wear it more times than once, right? So a good excuse.
I am so excited to make that Halloween costume come together. So yes, you will see our faces a lot more, and we just appreciate you guys joining us. And we're going to kick it to this interview with Deanna for tomorrow, but you guys, it's going to be a great episode, and check out the pages that we've posted. These dancers are killing it, and it's super exciting and fun to watch. So
until next time.
I know.
Keep your eyes on Instagram Live. No, I'm kidding. Bye.
Bye.